Hello again everyone, today I have a fantastic interactive card trick for you. So what I'd like you to do is go and grab a deck of cards and then come back and I'll show you a trick to do that you can do. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to give this deck a good mix. Okay, so just make sure you're happy with the deck, make sure it's nicely mixed. Okay, and once you're happy that the deck is mixed, you just go through and you're just going to pick out 12 cards from anywhere. 2, 3, so just go through now and just pick out 12 cards from anywhere in the deck. And just do this now. 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I'm happy with those 12. So now, what I'm going to do with these 12 cards is I'm now going to deal them into 3 piles of 4. And you can just take these from the middle as well. Doesn't matter where these come from, you know, just anywhere, and then them. So now we have 3 piles of 4 cards. And now what I'm going to ask you to do is choose any one of these 3 packs, cut them, look at the card you cut to. So I cut here to the Ace of Spades, put it on top of any of the remaining packs. So I'm going to put it on top of this one. Then take the full pack that was never touched, put it on top of all this, and then put what was ever left from the pack you cut from originally all on top of that. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're just going to go through this pile, putting a card down and then a card to the bottom, card down, 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 card to the bottom, and so on until you're just left with 1 card. And if you did it correctly, that card should be the Ace of Spades. The thing I love about interactive card tricks is that they are very, very simple to do and very straightforward. But also what I love doing with the interactive card tricks is finding out how they work, you know. So I'm just going to attempt an explanation at why that one works quickly. So now you just have 12 cards. That doesn't have anything to do with it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, get rid of the rest of the deck. We won't need that. So you have any 12 random cards. And then the thing with this is you're going to just place 4, you're going to have 3 piles of 4 cards like this. And then now the thing is, when you're going to cut to this, it doesn't really matter where you're going to cut to, whether you're going to cut here, here, here or here, because wherever you cut, you're looking at the bottom card. Because if I cut here, I'm looking at the bottom card of this pile, obviously, because there's only one. If I cut here, I'm looking here, I'm looking at the bottom card of this pile. If I cut here, I'm looking at the bottom card, and if I cut here, I'm looking at the bottom card. And the important thing is, when you go through that process at the end of putting 1 card down, putting 1 card to the bottom, 1 card down, 1 card to the bottom, when you have 12 cards, the last card that will be left is the card in the 8th position from the top of the deck. So the important thing is that you're looking at the bottom card. So say I cut here now, 2 cards down, I'm looking at the bottom card. So when I put this pile on top of any of these that haven't been touched yet, there's 4 cards in each of these piles, so there's 1. So that's the 12th position, that's the 11th, that's the 10th, that's the 9th. So I'm going to put this in the 8th position of any one of these piles. So if I cut here, if I just cut 1 card off, I'd still be putting this in the 8th position. If I cut 3 cards off, I'd be putting that in the 8th position. If I cut 4 cards off, I'd be putting that in the 8th position. So it doesn't matter where you cut it, you're putting the card that you look at, or that they look at, in the 8th position. So let's say they just cut here, and look at this, so it's the 9 of Spades. So I'm just going to turn that face up and you can see it going in the 8th position. They choose one of the piles, it doesn't matter which one. So then that's now in the 8th position. So from then on, it doesn't matter, you normally just ask them to put the pile that wasn't touched on top, and then the other 2 that were the rest of the pile that was used on top. But it doesn't matter how you stage it, because now that card, all that's important is that card is in the 8th position from the top. So now you just quickly go through and you can see, do it by doing this process. The card in the 8th position will always be the card left when you're using 12 cards with this process. So as you can see right there, it's the 9 of Spades that's left. So that's the thing about this trick, and I love interactive card tricks. I love working out how the are done. So that's the trick. I hope you enjoyed it.